It's not because you are too small or your content is not good enough. This is happening because of specific fixable mistakes. Hi guys, welcome to a new video. My name is Anastasia. I'm the founder of Ermaagain agency, and today we're going to be talking about why you're still not monetizing your socials, what kind of mistakes maybe you make, and why you're only receiving gifting collaborations. Let's start. And I want to start with a personal story because back in the days, I think it wasn't very clear what UGC is. And mostly like you would just say like, oh, content creator or influencer. I think even like people wouldn't say content creators. They would just say influencers, and that was it. Whereas nowadays we have so many options of how to call ourselves and how to position our personal brand. So I would say nowadays it's even easier to monetize your social media. But what didn't change is that you can monetize it whether you have like a big amount of followers or a small amount of followers. Following doesn't matter at all. It's all about your skills. It's all about how you're putting yourself out there, how your social looks like, if it delivers the value, if your profile has certain aesthetic, which is going to suit the brand collaboration and attract brands in general. And for some reason, a lot of people make the same mistakes, which set them apart of monetizing their socials. And it's not bad luck. It's not because you are too small or your content is not good enough. This is happening because of specific fixable mistakes. And today I'm going to walk you through them because I've seen that so many times with creators I help to, personal brands I'm working with and helping to grow. So this is kind of like repeating mistakes. And first mistake, you immediately said yes to the collaboration without even mentioning your prices. The moment you accept the collaboration without mentioning any rate, you basically already gave your rate, and your rate is free. And imagine, like, I've been on both sides, I would say, right? I work as a content creator, I help other content creators, but also I've been working in the house for the brand. And I know both sides when, as a PR, you want to negotiate, right? So for you, the benefit is actually find someone who can execute the idea, who can promote with a lower budget or with like no budget at all, right? And then on the other hand, we have influencers and content creators who want to pay bills because they put their creativity, time and effort into that, into creating the content, right? And executing all this like brief. So that's why, to make it fair, you also need to kind of like follow the rules and know how to represent yourself. And I saw how it usually happens. So basically a content creator received the email about exciting collaboration, and obviously they feel happy about that, right? And they just skipping the conversation about budget at all. First, because of the excitement. Second, because still a lot of people feel awkward talking about budgets and talking about paid work. So we need to fix it. If you want to make social media your full-time job and treat your social media as your asset, so here how you can fix it immediately. Next time when you receive exciting or maybe not that exciting email about the potential collaboration, you will answer this way. I would love to work together. My rate is per reel, for carousel post. Happy to discuss how gifting can be a part of, or for example, like work as a part of paid package. And trust me, that one sentence changes everything. And it doesn't look unprofessional. It doesn't look like you are greedy or something bad. Absolutely not. It just sets the boundaries. And important thing here, you never said you are not accepting gifting, right? For example, in the beginning of your journey, when you're just growing, when you're just building your media kit, your portfolio, it's essential to collaborate on a gifting basis, just to put like cool names in your portfolio, show the example of your work, how you can create this or that sort of stuff. But obviously at some point, we want to convert it into paid collaborations. And usually what happens after this email, the brand would either say, yes, we would love to discover, maybe like they're gonna start negotiate, right? And here you have to prepare some packages because it's gonna work better for you. We will talk about it in the other video. Or they would politely decline and say to you that unfortunately this campaign we're only running on gifting basis. But what I would suggest here is not to say no to gifting collaboration because you already set your boundaries, you already shared your rates. So you can still accept the gifting collaboration, but for the next time when the brand will reach out to you, again, for example, for the collaboration, or you would do a follow-up, which is actually also a must, you can kind of like remind them that you already did gifting collaboration and you would love to explore if there is any budget for the upcoming campaign. And I think like for both sides, it's actually sometimes the right way of how to start collaboration, because as a brand, I also understand you need to be sure that you are aligned with the content creator, right? And at the same time, also for the content creator, it's a good opportunity to show their vision, to show their creativity, to show their discipline as well, and what kind of work ethic they have. So the first collaboration can be absolutely gifting based, but just don't forget to share your rates since very beginning. Second mistake, your profile looks like a hobby, not like a business. And imagine PRs, they go through 100,000 profiles to find the right candidate for this or that collaboration, right? And obviously, I think for them, 5 seconds is enough to kind of understand if this influencer would be a good match for the brand and for potential collaboration. So if your bio is unclear, if you don't have the email in your bio, if there is no a certain niche, you don't have any examples of the content you can produce for the brand on your page, if you don't have a highlight about collaborations, then how brand and PRs can actually reach out to you and even pay for that collaboration? So the fix is update your profile today. You have to have keywords in your profile, for example, in the black line. You have to have a clear niche, organized highlights, maybe even pin post, nice feed, which is going to reflect your vision and aesthetic. You have location, you have email. So this is kind of like your first impression. Third mistake, you have no media kit. And media kit is really important. It's basically your CV. It shows your stats, it shows your demographics, your content examples, and most importantly, your rates. And I would say without that, you're asking a brand to make a financial decision without zero clarity. And imagine the situation. They have options, right? They have one creator and the second creator. The first one would send like perfectly curated media kit with like all demographics, statistics, some examples of the previous works. So everything is clear, right? And the second content creator would just send the DMs saying like, oh, I love your brand, let's work together. So guess who gets the budget? So please create 1 or 2 page media kit. And nowadays it's super easy to make. You can use Claude and just upload all your stats and all the examples in there, and it's going to create a presentation for you in like 5 minutes. Or you can get creative and go on Canva and create there your own media kit, but it just looks much more professional. Fourth mistake, you never follow up. You had a collaboration with a brand, you posted your content, you followed the brief, maybe you have a good engagement or people ask you about the product. The brand will never know because you didn't follow up. And for the next collaboration, you again will get gifting, not paid, because what's the reason to pay if they don't even know the statistics? Or you never send them the link of posted content? And to be honest, it's absolutely not logical, because imagine you already started building a relationship with a brand, right? You already have a touch point. You already proved that you are reliable. And what are the chances to get the paid collaboration next time? So please fix it. Every collaboration needs a follow-up, and I would even say within a week. And you don't need to create like a hellish sheets, you know, with like all the statistics, all the comments, etc. No, absolutely not. You can do something like super easy. Hey, thank you so much for this opportunity. Don't forget to also thank people for this kind of opportunities, actually. Just wanted to share that it was amazing collaboration. My audience very interested in the brand and the product. Could be anything. Or you can even say like, I really enjoyed creating content. So if you're gonna have these opportunities in the future, I would be happy to collaborate again. Last but not least, you are pitching the wrong brands. And you can send them all media kits, all follow-ups. You can create the best videos, but they just don't have this policy. They only do collaborations on gifting basis. And a lot of creators spend months trying to convert them, while completely ignoring the ones which are actually open to pay. So that's why it's important to have your community. It's important to be surrounded by other influencers and be collaborative when it comes to sharing the information, sharing the rates, maybe exchanging emails. You don't have to be greedy about that, because brands, they are always looking for new faces. So it's better be you who is going to give the email and help your friend or just like your colleague, right, to take this step. And also that's the reason why I'm building the mentoring program, so people can have the right surroundings around them to kind of like exchange and share the information and not feeling lost. So how to fix it? Just keep your eye on other content creators, see what kind of collaborations they landing, and reach out to the same brands. So what I would say, stop thinking about yourself as just an influencer. You are a media channel. You are a personal brand. You have a loyal community, people who trust you. Your Instagram, your TikTok, your other socials are not just platforms. This is your asset. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.